Well, howdy diddly dandy there, chums, 'tis I, Captain of the Steves, and today, chums, I'm back inside of No Man's Sky. Now, yesterday I was live, and I was viewing players' bases at my weekend build event. And I had problems viewing a particular base by a person called Sora, and their base was Gekula Castle. So if I go to recent, I'm hoping to see it still inside of here maybe, but it's only showing my stations and my own bases. I don't think it's showing the bases that I actually went to, but it used, I'm sure it used to. Yeah, it's just, okay. All right, let's go to other bases. Let's see if it's inside of here. I'll have a look, see if I can find it, but I just want to point out, it's not as easy as it used to be to get back to the bases that I've been to in the past. I mean, I don't think I've been to any of these people's bases. No, I think this is picking up people's bases that are near me right now inside a game somehow. Very odd. Anyway, I'll carry on looking through these menus. If I can't find them, I'm going to have to go there manually. I've teleported to my own base inside of the area. Let's see if now when I hit other bases, whether I see just the bases here. I might have to do a reload before it does, because it might just pull in all the others that you just saw previously. Oh no, there seems to be pulling now from all these local ones, because I've seen some of these. So I'm looking for, I think it was Gekula's Castle, and I believe it's by Sarah or Sora. So something along those lines. Let's have a look, see if we can spot it. Right, I tell you what. So you can see all the ones I am seeing anyway, but I'm still seeing some from the Euclid Center. I think I need to do a bit of a reload. So I'm just going to make a little save here and do a reload, and then I'll be right back with you. Okay, chums, right, well, I'm back on in. Let's head on in. Let's head on round to the portal, and let's see what I get this time. Boom. Okay, other bases. It should just be the ones from my Halloween planet right now. Now, if you're looking at this and thinking, why is my base not listed here? It only shows the last 12 or so bases that have been uploaded. Now, I know that the base that I had problems with, I asked them to upload it just before we ended off the stream yesterday. So, well, just as I left their base yesterday, it should be here, is what I'm thinking. It should be here. I deliberately asked that they re-upload their base. One, to see if it helped the stream, but two, so it put it back into the queue in here. And you know what? It hasn't. It hasn't put it back in here. I'm not seeing it listed. I've got no real way of getting back to that base unless they're on next week. And I'm hoping next week we don't get as many problems, but I am not seeing the base. I'm not seeing Gekula's Castle in the list. That sucks. Okay, well, the way that I'm actually joining people is I'm going into network and I'm going into view nearby player list, and I'm looking for the players that are currently online when I actually join them. Now, what I would say is, it's a bit weird. Oh, hold on. Let me just enable multiplayer. That might help a little bit. I don't know why that was disabled. I was only using it yesterday. That's bizarre. Okay, let's go back in. Network. View nearby player list. That's not them. Their name was... Hold on, I've got their name in a screenshot right here. Let me have a quick look-see. Okay, so the person that I was looking for is Sorsha. Sorsha29 is the person's base that I am looking for. I'm not seeing Sorsha there right now. No, they sound like they were from the US. Their accent, maybe. Okay, I'm not got a discernible ear for accents, to be honest. But yeah, what I was saying was, what I'm doing is I'm joining people from this nearby players list when I go on. Now, if you, and I'm working my way through from top to bottom in the list. So if you see yourself listed there and you know that I'm getting to you, if you have got a mic, get it plugged in, get ready for it, because that would help me massively. And when you get an invite come through, hit accept to it, because then I know that you're up for a visit. If you haven't got a base here and you see yourself in this list, maybe you could just turn off your multiplayer or leave the instance that you're in and rejoin again. So hopefully you're not in the list of people that I'm going to hit up, because I am here to showcase people's bases. If I do come to you and you have got a mic, just say, oh, yeah, I haven't really got a base, but I just want to say hello. That's fine as well. Just keep in mind to keep your message quite short and concise, because I'm here to view other people's bases, and I usually allot myself about an hour. Because of all the problems that I had yesterday, though, I actually did an hour and 25 minutes stream just to cover off a little bit of, because, you know, like how in football they do extra time. I thought it's only fair that I give extra time, because I didn't get a chance to really showcase all the bases. Now, there was somebody that jumped on in, CMJJ. Thank you very much for jumping in, just to say hello. And they did say hello, and they were there for quite some time. I thought they'd already left my group. They said, I'm going to leave your group now. So it's okay. I'm going to leave the group. And I was trying to leave the group as well, because we'd finished talking about what we were talking about. And he had already said hello, and I already said thank you. And I hit leave group just as I went to say something else. And it came across of me being a little bit rude. I wasn't meaning to be rude. I did want to give you airtime, and I thought I had. I'm very sorry for cutting you short, CMJJ, Salutamondo. But anyways, let's see if that base is now in there. Let's see if it's in there now. Let's go to other bases. What I might have to do is jump in my ship and out of my ship and just do another quick reload and see if it pulls it in now. I thought me talking a little bit would maybe bring in a few new bases here, but I'm not actually seeing... Oh, that WIP... I don't remember seeing the work in progress Turtle Grand Canyon a moment ago. So maybe it might have pulled in a few extra ones. Sarja... Oh, no, that's Sarja's base. I got mixed up with the one that was on... Yeah, right. There it is! Gekula Castle. It's there. It's there. I don't think it's going to download, but at least it's there. I might be able to see it from space. Castle Gekula downloading, unable to download base. That's the problem that I'm getting. Normally when I do base tours, I do it from the portal, and the portal loads it in. I mean, it says that the online discovery services are available, but you can see here it just doesn't work. You can do this all day long, and this method no longer works. Other people are telling me to fly up to the station, then fly back down again. That doesn't work either at the moment. There's not much that does. The only thing that seems to work is joining people in their groups. This Halloween event has been the hardest year thus far. I mean, I've done a lot of these base tours in the past, people, and I'm really struggling this year to get things to render in. And I think it's because, one, they've added in Corvettes, and I've had people following me to bases and then calling in all their Corvettes to sort of try and get their Corvettes showcased. Well, what I think that does, I think Hello Games has set it so the priority now is Corvettes load in first, bases load in second. So the trouble is, if I'm there waiting for someone's base to load in, and then somebody lands, calls in a Corvette, and then somebody else lands, calls in a Corvette, it's got to load in those two Corvettes before it even gets to the base. And then sometimes I think maybe the base part or something is being reached, like, you know, the limit, and I think my RAM just gets full, and then it's game over, you know? Right, so I've got to try and find this Gekula base. The only trouble is some of these, it doesn't even show markers from space. It's so difficult. So difficult. Got a comms ball down there. Let's have a look over here. And look, that's Sarge's base, I think. I'm not actually seeing it. And it could be because there's multiple bases next to each other. I'm really not sure how I'm going to find it. I will keep looking.
Captain Steve, oh, Captain. Heck yeah. Why not hit that like and subscribe? Thank you very much.
I've flown towards every base marker that's showing up. I'm now flying towards every single comms ball that's showing up, just in case there's a base behind a comms ball. And I'm really not finding it. I'm not finding the base. Hold on. What base is this? I don't know. This might be it? No, their base computer was in a cave. Yeah, if you put comms balls next to your base computer, it's actually really hard. Okay. I'm trying my best to find it. Okay. Work in progress. I've already looked at all the base markers that are showing up. I'll go to comms balls now. Just looks like a lone comms ball here. I don't think this is it either. I mean, there was a giant cave where he was, and they built a grave in there. I'm not seeing it, and there is quite a lot of comms balls. The only thing I can think of is maybe there's a base next to a base. You know, somebody might have saw that I'm going to be going back to their base and figured, well, I'm going to put a base by their base because there's a chance it might get seen. I don't know, but I'm not finding their base computer. And if I can't teleport there, it does make it rather difficult. I'm going to fly towards Sarja, because I think Sarja might be a new base. Let's see if they've built close to the other base. Ah, there's two base. There's a load of bases here. Right. And it's not giving me names of all of them. It's like that one. Whose base is that, for example? There's a whole load of bases in one mass here. Yeah, with the way that things are a little bit broken at the moment, it's a little bit tricky. A little bit tricky, people. Okay. Their base was in a cave, right? This one looks like there's a cave down here. And a big... Oh my freaking Christ. That's mental. But their base was actually in the cave. So I don't think it's that one. Their base computer was in a cave. Let's head on over here. Haunted Port Mal. No, I've been to that one. Hello Wiener base. Gorilla Daddy Sentinel Air area. Nice. Okay. I'm seeing different base computers now. This is good. Dr. Frank's lab. I don't know about that one. What's that? That one's no name. That one's got no name. We can head on over to that one. It's not easy, is what I'm getting at, people. There's something here, but that's not the base I was looking for. Because the base computer, like I say, was in a cave. Roberts Pier. Turtle Bay, that's actually off planet. What's that? Gamer Cats Valerie. Valerie! Wiener base. I'm just flying around in a circle now. So there's... I don't think it's amongst this group. Alright, let's go on up through the atmosphere. Let's try that again. What I'm going to try doing is flying to the station, try the teleporter terminus there, try downloading their base a couple of times from the station teleporter terminus, do a reload from the station, and then fly back down and see if I see different base markers, which is highly unlikely, but I've got to try the download again. I know this is going to fail, though. This is, Come on. No, see... usually it says retry there, doesn't it? But it doesn't even do that now. But I figured I'd try doing this and see if it actually works. No, hasn't worked. Jump in my ship, out of my ship, I'll do a reload, and then I'll fly back at the planet. I'll see if we see different base markers. Reload. Let's just go back on over to the portal and let's see if the portal works. I mean, it's probably not going to, but I need to try everything. I know if I don't try everything, I'd have somebody inside the comments saying, oh, but Captain, maybe you should have tried X, Y, Z, and X and B. Oh, we've got a screenshot now. We've got a screenshot. We didn't have the screenshot before, did we? Come on, fingers crossed. Download that data, dang you. No, dang it. But we have got a screenshot. There might be more chance of me seeing a base computer icon. I don't know whether there's a science to that, but let's head on out and let's see what we get. Like, yeah. Now, what I have noticed is J. Lazarus Death's base is still saying work in progress. But J. Lazarus has actually hit me up and said, no, mine's not work in progress. I changed the name of that a couple of weeks ago. I don't know why it still says WIP. I'll tell you what, all those that say WIP on them, if it's the last week of the tour, which will be the last weekend, well, the last Tuesday of October, which is going to be the 28th, I might do the first weekend of November as well. I might do the 4th, just because of all the bugs that I've been having. But yeah, don't hold me to that. But yeah, I'm going to start on the 28th, even viewing bases that are marked as work in progress, just because of that bug, as a heads up. I'm not actually seeing base names. This does not help at all, Hello Games. No, it doesn't. Okay, right, we've got another base that just appeared there. Yeah, not seeing base names. What about if I hold to tag? No, still doesn't show me a base name. Frickin' lovely. Alright. Let's just see if I get randomly lucky. I'm not going to be randomly lucky at all, am I? It's a shame that on that teleporter terminus you can't tag it as a favourite or something, because a base. And then it lights it up in here of where it is. That'd be helpful when the teleporter doesn't bloody work. Okay, that's not the base. Looks kind of cool, but it's not rendering. Or if it is rendering, it's very slow. Something's gone on with the way that they've set the base rendering on this now, people. And I'm having an impossible mission trying to find people's bases here. I mean, look, there's no base names now. Oh, this is so wonky donkey, isn't it? Maybe if I do a reload on the planet. Man, this sucks. There's just so many. Well, what if I try this? What if I try that? And I think I'm trying everything. But I'm making this video just to show just how enormously hard it is right now to showcase bases of any description. I mean, look, they're all just saying hold to tag. Oh, look, we're starting to get some base names appearing. Roberts Pier. It's the same ones that I could see before. I'm not seeing anything new. No, I'm not. It makes it extremely difficult. Right, I'll land and do another reload. But I just went to the station to do a reload to see if it helps. Let's just see if I'm on foot where I... No, it's still not showing me base names. It's so hard. I mean, I could visit every single one that hasn't got a base name. But I'm going to end up going to the same one twice, you know? It's not easy. It really my days. You see over there, where it says other bases, it actually showed 80. You may have just seen it just change from 78 to 77. Oh, it's just changed to 76. What is going on? And now it's gone to 74. 73. What the fudge is going on there? I was hoping I could click here, and I was hoping it would show me all the bases, and then maybe I could set a waypoint to the base. It's not happening. It's just gone to 72. I think there's something weird going on with bases right now. I wouldn't be surprised if the very next update that we get from Hello Games, it's got something to do with multiplayer overhauling, bases overhauling, or something, you know? I just got a feeling that maybe they might be working on something, and that could be why I'm having such a problem with this right now. I honestly don't know, but it feels very, very finicky. I'm going to do a reload, because there's no way I can deal with this right now. Okay, right, done the reload. Let's see if we're seeing any names with base markers. I'm still not seeing bases with base markers. Fudge. Yeah, I'm not having an easy task of this. I'll carry on searching for a bit longer. I'm just going to fly to the bases that have no name and just hope that I get lucky. The trouble with doing this is I might end up looking at a base that I haven't been to. And it's definitely not that one. And I think I've already seen that one anyway. That looks like his cave. There's no base computer here, but that looks like his freaking cave. I think that's his cave. What the flying fudge? All right, I'm gonna land in here. Is this... This looks just like where I was. On the stream. This does look like his cave. And the base computer was by these little green things, wasn't it? This is what it... Actually, I don't think this is his cave. But it looked like it. That looked like his cave. No, it didn't go up in multiple directions. Man, I thought I just found it by sheer freaking chance and fluke. Hey, chums, this must be about the 8th base that I've flown to now that hasn't got a name. And I'm not seeing the base computer in a cave. There's another one over here. So all I'm doing is just... I'm trying to go in the same direction the whole time. The only trouble is with that, you know, I'm only going around one circumference of the globe. Or there or thereabouts. Okay. It's hard. And then what I'm planning to do is lock onto another direction once I've gone to one that I've already seen. And this is one that I've already seen. This is the one where I just went in the cave a little while ago thinking that, oh, that's his cave. And it wasn't his cave. But that looks like his cave as well. There's caves everywhere on this planet that looks like his cave. That doesn't help. Man. Okay, right. So I've now gone round in a full circle. So I don't want to go to that one because I've probably already seen it. So I kind of want to go off on a tangent. Have I already seen that one? I probably have. I don't know which way I have to face now. Let's go that one. But I've probably seen these now. This is the hard bit, is knowing which ones I've seen and which ones I haven't. It's not like I can mark which ones I've been to either. The only thing I could hope is that they hit me up and give me the X and Y coordinates of their base. I don't think I went into the scanner while I was at his base, or else I'd have them. Oh, when I landed at his base, it would have them on the ship console, wouldn't it? I might be able to get the X and Y coordinates from my previous stream. That might be an idea. Let's just have a look around here. Right, let's just go this one. That could be that might be an idea. I might have to do that. I'll have a look at that in a moment, see if that's a possibility. There's a load of bases here. Right, Halloween fishing base. It's not that one. Hold on, this one looks quite sunken in the ground. What the flying fudge is that? It's like a giant tower. That's mental. But it's not that one. Okay. We saw this one. That was really quite cool. Okay. What's this one over here? It was showing more that were close together. And now it's despawned them. Fun times. Because that one's probably miles away now. Yeah, I'll go watch my stream back and see if I can get the X and Y coordinates from my ship's console. But it's a bit of a slim chance. Nope, that's not it either. Okay, right. Might have to go by the old X and Y coordinates idea. Right, I'll go and hunt for them. Okay, chums, I've got some coordinates right here. Plus 16.95, plus 96.95. The only trouble is I only looked at my ship console when I was in my ship well away from the base. This is just as I was flying in. I didn't look at it as I landed. You know, I mean, why would you? Right, okay, so 16.95. Where am I now? And I'm on minus. Okay, so this is going to take some doing. I'm going to look back at his stream and see if he was near to any other bases. 17 minutes away from the cryptozoologist and 37 minutes away from the traveller. So if I can see either of their two bases, then I know I'm in the bases are showing names. So I've just got to hope that I can get somewhere in the pluses on both sides. This is not easy. This is not easy getting to the locations of a planet anyway. So even if I did want to get to that location of plus 16, I've got to fly into the atmosphere firstly. And look, that's going... Okay, so if I carry on going this way, I need to go... That needs to go down to plus 16 anyway. So it's this direction. Is that going up though? The 107's going up. And I needed to get it to go down, so... I need to go... Oh my days, this is so hard. Okay, this is fiddly, isn't it? So I need that to go down, which is now going down. I need it to go down fast. This is the direction. Okay, we'll head towards Turtle Bay, but Turtle Bay is off planet. So this should get me to the minus, well, the plus 16 anyway in a bit. Right. So that's the plus 16 nearly there. Well, I've got to try and do it so it hardly moves that, but the other one's going fast. So let's just see if we can dial it in now. I need that to go really slow and the other one to go really fast. There we are. Okay, let's just keep going in this direction. Maybe this might be the base. Let's fly towards that and let's see if that works. I decided to lock onto it and fly there. Didn't do me much favours. I mean, it's getting closer. It's getting closer because that 35 is now going down really fast. But it's not the plus 16 anymore. That is a big ass castle though, isn't it? Okay. I mean, it was only the rough location. Could that be it? Could that be it? Let's just land here anyway. Let's have a look. Alright. I'm in the rough location. No, I think I've been to this one. I came to this one. Yeah, I've been here. Okay, right. But it wasn't far from here, was it? Okay, let's get back in my ship. We're close, we're close. So we need that to be plus 16. We need that to carry on going down fast. The minus one at the moment. So let's try and make that go down fast. It needs to be going down. There we go. And it's going down faster now. Okay. But the other one, the plus 16, yeah, okay. So what do I need to get that in? I need to get that to plus 96. So we've got a long way to go yet. Let's try and get that one close to the plus 96. Whoa, Nelly. We're heading back towards my base. Well, the flying fudge. There's a purple base right next to my base. I wonder if that's it. I wonder if he built right next to my base. That'd be mental if we just flown all this way. I may have found it. It's come up with the same thing. Triple FFG on here. And I think this is the base. I think this is it. I think I found it. It looks like it is anyway. Heck yes. I've been searching maybe for about 40 minutes. Maybe even closer to an hour. Oh my days. I need to start working a bit. This is mental. This is insane. Holy fuck, telling me how much more distance I've got to go, but this is extremely close to those coordinates earlier. Apart from, I think those coordinates earlier was 1695. This is actually going away from that now. It's somewhere near here. Well, it was plus 96. So if I can get that to go to 96, maybe it's this one over here. Yeah, even when I lock onto there, I think we're in the right region. But I think it's maybe this one over this way then. Because that's 96 now. It's 96.9 and 16.95. Well, 16.95 and 96. Okay. This is looking more likely. Apart from this isn't saying how far away it is now either. It's right around here. That I'm not going to lock onto that base. It's somewhere around here. It's somewhere around here. I need that to go to 16.95. Is it going up or down? It's going down. I need it to go up. Okay, this way. And I need that to get to 16.95. It's somewhere right here. But I'm not seeing any markers at all. I'm right on it. It's around here somewhere. But look, there's no markers. There are no markers here, but this is where his base is. Okay. I'll fly slowly over here and see if it comes in, because it should be 16.95 and then plus 96.9. So 96.9. I need that to go up faster. And I want the 16.95 to stay still. No. Go back down. There we go. 16.95. Okay, right. And then 96.95. Is that still going up? It is. It's somewhere around here. 16.95. Okay, can I make that go up slowly? 8.7. No, I need to go the other way. Come on. Nine 6.95. Okay. 9.7. Right, it's somewhere here. Let's have a look, see if I can spot anything. There's a cave over there. Trouble is, there's caves bloody everywhere, Steve. And I'm not seeing any base marker. Maybe I need to dial this in on foot. But like I said, I was still a little way away from his base. I was hoping this would just cause his base marker to spawn in. But I'm not seeing anything close. The only thing I can think of doing is doing a reload right here and hope it loads in the bases closest to me. Let's give that a Chums. There's the actual coordinates there, 1695, 9695. Okay, so 1695 and 9695. That's kind of where I need to be. Right, and I think I'm fairly close to that right now. I mean, you can see the coordinates behind me. 1698, 9673. It should be right by me. I should see a base marker right near me. But look, they're not telling me how far away they are. They look like they're freaking miles. Wild base, that's Backdoor's base. I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it, people. It should be somewhere around here. Let's just do a little flyover. Let's have a look around here. I mean, that's now gone to 17. I'm not seeing any base markers around here. I'm trying to just look for his cave where he was, but I'm not even seeing that. Okay. And like I said, I was up in the air. I was flying down to his base. So this is just the general proximity. But I'm not seeing a base marker at all around here. It just doesn't want to give me his base. That really sucks. It sucks that, you know, you can actually see on the portal directory his base is listed with a screenshot now. Yet I'm not seeing his base around here. I mean, how far away is that? It doesn't give me any. It doesn't give me any time distance. Look, there's no time distance. That's the closest base to here, though. I think. It's going the wrong direction, but like I said, it was just the. It's not giving me any freaking U's. It's not telling me whether I'm close. Hold on. Hold on, hold on. This looks promising. This looks promising. This is it. This is it. This is his base. This is it. I found it. This is his base. Yep, this is his base. We found it, people. And his base computer was down here somewhere. His base computer was in a cave somewhere down here, I think. Yeah, look, there's his base computer. Look, his base computer isn't even showing up right now. Yeah, his base computer's not showing up. This is what it was doing on his stream. So it's actually no better. Alright, well, I'm going to do a reload, so I'm back up at my ship. Well, we're at his base. I'm doing a reload right now. And all I can do is sort of sit around here and wait. Now, considering that I've not got other people following me around, so I've not got corvettes being spawned in willy-nilly. I've not got his freighter in space above me because he called in his freighter as well. So there were the reasons I thought this wasn't loading. I thought it wasn't loading because of corvettes and because of freighters. This is a really good test now because I haven't got the freighter there. I haven't got no corvettes here. Am I still going to have problems with it rendering? If I have still got problems with it rendering, then we know that it's got to be Hello Games' server side that's causing the problems with the rendering because we've eliminated everything else. So at least this is doing something. Chums, I just sat down on his stairs and his whole base just freaking vanished. I thought I'd go and make myself a cup of tea and come back in 5 minutes. His whole base just freaking vanished. I'll do another reload. Yeah,
This
right,
is
I'm back.
insane.
I'm back. We're right by the base. But as you can see right now, the base isn't here at all anymore. I'm right next to it, but the base just despawned on me And now it's not spawning back in. Let's go into network. It's enabled. I can't think of anything else that would... I mean, what I could try doing is I'm on my PlayStation right now, right next to his base. I can try loading in on my PC and just pray and hope that that does something. Let's try that. It took a little while to load in, but this planet is very busy. I can see my ship. I don't see his base. Stand on this rock. It's like something is trying to appear. I mean, look, all the grass has disappeared there. Shall I go back down and see if his base computer is still kind of there or not? Let's go and have a look. I don't know what to do. This is where his base computer was, just here. By this pumpy plant. It's not even there now. That's the closest base I can see there, but it was right here. I'm not even seeing his base computer. Apparently there's a whole graveyard in here that he's built, but I don't even see his base computer now. I really don't know what to do. That's so annoying. I mean, I can put my own beacon here, but as soon as I do a reload, that's going to disappear. I'm thinking of flying up through the atmosphere and back down again. I'm not going to be able to get back up to my ship from down here. Ah, great. I've got this other bug now, where the screen's just gone black. Look at my depth. I'm going to the centre of the Earth. Oh, my days! This is the problem that I've got with PC. I've already reported this to Hello Games. And Martin said we're working on it. You know, I sent it over to him directly. And he said, we can't recreate the bug that you're having. I mean, he kind of could with the fishing one, but this one where it still goes black. Don't know. Sometimes a reload doesn't fix this. Sometimes logging out of the game and logging back in doesn't fix this. Sometimes I have to join somebody else on multiplayer or log back in on my PlayStation. See what I mean? And that's what I get. This black and white weirdness going on and this black hole that just eats me. And look at the temperature now. That could quite easily kill somebody if they're not in creative mode. I play in creative mode now on my PC because of this bug. This bug is just insanely rubbish. Alright, I've got to go back on my PlayStation. It's the only choice I've got. Okay, loading in on my PlayStation. And we're back at least. At least my game save might be alright now. I just need to make another save. But probably away from this base. Maybe this base is just too complex. I don't know. What I am thinking though is now inside of the old discoveries. I mean, it's saying 66 bases at the moment. But I'm wondering whether somebody else has just uploaded a base. And now that terminus, I bet you this Gekula base is not showing. If I put down a beacon here, like that. Can I put down a save beacon here? Will it let me? Yes, it will. All right. Well, that's unusual. It shouldn't have let me do that. All right. Well, I've got my own little beacon here now. Let's see if I can change the colour of it. I'll change it to red. Ah! There you go. I changed it to red. Let's make a save. Right. If I fly up to the station, I mean, that beacon should still be there anyway. I should be able to come back here. So I'm going to fly all the way up to the station. I'm going to see if the base appears inside of the station terminus still. Hit a download on it to try and force it in. and then I'm going to fly back to that beacon. So chums, there we are. The reason why I'm not doing as much No Man's Sky content as I normally would is I normally play on my PC for the uplift in the graphics and the fidelity and all that lot. But as you can see, it's quite dangerous for me to play on my PC at the moment because there is the bug with, I guess, I'm hoping just my graphics card. I have had other people tell me that they're getting the same problem though. So it's a bit of a worry. Alright, let's see if we can find it. Sarja. Oh no, I don't think it's there. I don't think it's there anymore. I'm not seeing it listed. Yeah, I think somebody else has uploaded their base, which has now pushed their base out of this running. So I'm not seeing it there. So the only way to see it now, I'd imagine, is for that person to re-upload it. Hold on, look. That was the screenshot that I was seeing earlier, right? That was the screenshot that I was seeing for this Gekula base earlier. And it's letting me warp there, but I know that's not the base. In fact, there's a few that's got that screenshot. But the warp is actually working now. Oh man, why couldn't this have been working earlier? Okay. It's definitely not listed, right? With a different icon. High-Tech, Cadiceus, Tay-Scoop, Roberts. That's not my bar. And that's not... That one might be it. Because it just says S's base. We'll carry on looking. Because it shouldn't put my own base there. Right? I'm just looking to see if I can see their name there. And I'm not seeing it. So you know what? I'm just going to chance it and go to this one. I'm underwater. I don't think that's a good sign. Oh, great. It's put me in a giant cave. What the fudge? Okay. I'm not going to try flying out of there. I've got a comms ball here. Bonjour, bienvenue. Alright, well let's see if my little beacon is still about. Which is a red beacon. Oh, this is insane. There's my red beacon over there. Okay, alright, let's call my ship in. We'll face where I'm going. Let's fly over to my beacon. If this doesn't work, I'm out of ideas. Out of ideas at this point, people. But I think I've tried freaking everything and a half. Where's my red marker? There it is. How close are we? 4 minutes away. Might as well fly up through the atmosphere. Ow! And fly back down again. This is where their base was, or is. Weird thing is, if it's letting me put a beacon there, I bet you I could put all sorts there. And that's a bit of a worry. What is that over there? Ah, it's a load of plants. Alright, no worries. Okay, let's just land here then. But yeah, I am not seeing a base anymore here. I wonder if I could put down a... It's going to let me put down a base computer. And I know his base is right here. In fact, if you listen carefully, I think you can hear an electromagnetic hotspot. Unless that's the sound this thing makes. Yeah, that's that's making that noise. I'm going to hit a save here, and maybe when I load back in, maybe if they upload their base after this, if you see this video, upload your base, mate. 1 second. Let me just find out. It was their name. Fudging hell. Yeah, Sorsha29. Sorsha29, I'm standing where your base is. If you just want to re-upload your base, then hopefully I'll be able to see it. But this makes me think, if I can build my own base computer here, I think that whole overlap stuff right now is getting seriously easier. Anyway, I found that I'm just putting the coordinates on the screen just in case I do need to ever find these again. At least I can get back here. So it was roughly where I was earlier, but I wouldn't have found this for love nor money, would I? We just got lucky. We just got lucky, people, to find it, but it's not here right now. Interesting stuff. But at least we've done a load of testing. At least we've got an idea of what's going on. Anyway, until next time, goodbye, and goodbye again.